talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. But she need down the ride, oh, I bet that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that, don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that, don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that.
Are going to federal prison for their roles in a mail theft ring. They first got away with nearly $175,000 after stealing mail.
And they did this by washing or converting the checks and money orders for their own personal gain. WCPO 9 News anchor Brett Bagansky shows you why the judge wanted to send a message.
Federal prosecutors described the ringleader in this mail theft conspiracy as Lawrence Sherman, who will serve 40 months in federal prison. The statute allows up to 5 years in prison, but because of his lack of criminal history and the fact that he admitted to his crimes, the judge ended up showing some leniency.
Sherman apologized for his crimes Monday in court, saying he takes full responsibility and that he doesn't want to live a life of crime. Federal prosecutors brought up how flashy he was about this. The word he used was gloating, pointing to Sherman's Instagram account where he would post pictures of stacks of money, sometimes holding the money himself. But he also posted about trips to Las Vegas, Los Angeles, Miami, and having some expensive dinners. But that's not all. Sherman would recruit other people on social media to lend them their bank accounts so it would be harder to track their crimes. Then prosecutors pointed to these pictures where you see lots of mail in a living room. This was mail stolen from those mailboxes. They would take checks and money orders from the mail and then convert that money to them in a process called washing, where they would remove the names and amounts from the checks and alter them to a new number and name. They got this after getting mailbox keys from postal carriers and talked about how Sherman bribed a mail carrier for the key. This went on from September of last year to February of this year. Keep in mind, they were never accused of robbing someone at gunpoint for their keys, but in court, the prosecutor brought that up, that this is part of a wider, more dangerous problem when it comes to mail theft.
The judge said she wanted to send a message to Sherman saying that he's part of a wider problem. An epidemic is what she called it.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is JH. How y'all doing, postal family? Is everybody cool? Everybody clean? Are you crisp? Are you feeling irie today? Yes, let's talk, let's talk. It's the last day of 2023. You know what we say to 2023? If it wasn't a good year? We say, Q, okay, Q. No. If it didn't kill us, it made us stronger. We made it through a pandemic, don't forget it. You zimmy? Let's talk. What's really good, man? What's really good? Why these people out here tripping? Why these people out here thieving? And it's not just them. It ain't just them. It's our own people. It's true, man. It's true. I got some people at my own plant. People trying to resign because they done got caught stealing credit cards. I mean, if y'all don't know, the post office will build a case against you. Those inspectors ain't got nothing to do except for build a case against you. Got a dude in my place, and the dude was thieving cards and then trying to sell cards and all kind of stuff. And I mean, this is going on nationwide. We done had people at stations doing it. The thievery is getting serious. The thievery is getting serious. The people at the stations, think about it. You know, at the stations, they used to set up dispatch outside, right? They used to set up dispatch outside. Trucks come, they pick up the dispatch outside. You can't even leave your stuff outside no more because people so bold, they'll just come up to your dispatch and go off the street and just go snatch stuff. And then they started putting it inside. So you know what the thieves started doing? They started just walking in, right into the back. Go in, snatch a whole tray of mail and bounce. Like what? Straight thievery. And you hear what they just said. They said, dude bribed one of the carriers for a key. Everybody trying to thieve to make an extra dollar. If I ain't got it, I don't need it. And if I need it, I'ma work for it. And if I can't work for it, then it ain't supposed to be mine. You see me? Come on, man. New year coming in. I hope that anybody that watches me is not one of those idiots that's doing these things. I pray. I'd rather fail and know I did my best trying than to sit there and, yo, Jay been behind the wall before and it wasn't a pleasant experience. I don't want to go back. It's not my thing. You see me? Yo, okay. It's left, it's right. Look, you don't believe me? Go on Postal Times. There's a whole section where they're just talking about the theft. And now every state trying to protect their carriers. They supposed to have been protecting them before. They supposed to have been protecting them before. And if the pressure wasn't there before, the stuff that happens, did they rob you of the key? Do you still have the mail? Well, what about me, dog? What about me? See, I give it up for the carriers, all of them. Rurals, city, ARCs, all of you guys. Because even Mailman Nick was telling me, he said, a group of dudes, drove past him and made a slur or whatever it was to him. And if y'all don't know, Nick could whoop some ass. He was a cage fighter at one point. But you know how much temperament you have to have and you just have to have a good for you not to want to go and fight somebody. But unfortunately, you can't even fight nobody because nowadays people want to pick up the gun and shoot. Like, we can't bring no guns with us to work. And I'm sticking to my story. But you can't bring no gun to work. So it's like you can't even protect yourself. Mail carriers getting robbed. The stations are getting robbed. Hell, our own people robbing us from the plant. Yo, this is an interesting time in life. But all we gonna do is keep on trucking along and pray. Pray. For those that don't believe, don't take it offensively. But we gonna pray that 2024 is gonna be a year of blessings. If you made it to the end of this video, I pray that every single one of you enemies, ones that hate me, the ones that love me, I pray that every single one of you have a prosperous new year. And that's like a cliche thing, but honestly, I created this channel to try to help postal workers nationwide, give them information, to have an open forum where people can fuss and argue with each other and get information. And I think I'm doing an okay job at it, but I want everybody that watches me to be successful. Because if you win, I win. I get hundreds of emails about people that were one place before and now mosquito bit me. Y'all ain't figured this out where I'm located. A mosquito bite me in the middle of winter. If y'all ain't winning, then I'm not winning. But I love to hear the good stories. And I accept the bad stories as well. Because it's reality. It's unfortunate there's a lot of bad stories, but there's a lot of people that win. There's a lot of people that win. And if you new to this and you just starting out, you're gonna eventually win. Don't let nobody take your joy from you. Don't nobody take that shmoney from you. You see me? Jay just throwing a simple prayer up for all my postal workers. Love me or hate me, I'ma still love you. You see me? JH, next time you'll see me, it'll be 2024. Ha ha. And I'm out.